Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back. And today we've got another siege commentary where I actually managed to achieve a relatively good siege on on shortbow. So basically, obviously I'm main dual blades all the time, but we're going into next season and I am kind of looking for a little change. So I'm just testing out a few things. Especially for the seal system. You know, at the start of the season, you can have a bit of a hard time when you lose all your damage bonus. And I remember the start of this season, I really struggled with dual blades at the start because we didn't do any damage. We were super squishy, and we still are super squishy. But it was just a tricky time. So I am experimenting with going potentially short bow when seal system kicks off. So. Anyway, so I came in, did a game, and it actually ended up okay. I've been actually really enjoying it. Your damage is terrible, but the system that I found to do with shortbow is actually works a treat. So anyway, into the gameplay. Currently, as a shortbow, I'm there killing as many peasants as I can. Let's get the score up. Even if it is only peasants. No, but my real thing was trying to stop that battering ram, but unfortunately I just fail maybe by maybe 3 or 4 peasants. But hey ho, we got 18 kills on the board, and that door destructed very quickly. And going for some ballista shots, not that good. I should have probably aimed up a little bit more, but it happens. I'm actually terrible with ballistas. I really I take my hat off to those people that can get headshots all the time with them. I don't know what it is. Occasionally I get lucky, but it's down to no skill at all. I literally have just got lucky. So I think we're gonna just venture on this for a couple of seconds longer and attempt to miss people or attempt to hit people even. And I'll get frustrated in a minute and be like, you know what, I was better just being the killing peasants. Although, actually, the 40s, these 40s could be a good target if I could actually hit them. So yeah, that's just reduce the bunch down a little bit. I think it's always good to, if you do have, you know, a little bit of time on the walls. I probably, as a range at this point in time, shouldn't be on the ballista. Probably should have given it to someone else that is a melee at that point, but hey, I think I got annoyed with how bad I was, and I decided let's just kill some peasants. But yeah, I've been really enjoying being able to do something while the towers are pushing. Granted, if you look at my hits, it is so tiny, but I mean, as you get closer, that's the way shortbow works. I'm still working on getting my accuracy in a little bit. But you can be as accurate as you want with shortbow, but the shots don't fly straight all the time. As soon as you get past a certain distance, they sort of flay out to one side or the other side. So it's you could have this directly centered, and you will still may not hit anything, especially with the downwards arc too. But nonetheless, having fun, and that steel shot, that's the one where you can actually hit things hard. Although this axe raider is showing what I'm talking about, it's not dying. It's taken a little while. Put a lot of hours into him. But hey, I think I'm going to give up in a second. I'm just like, okay, I think we've had enough. They're going to bring shield maidens up here. We've got axe raiders pushing. I can't kill a single axe raider on my own. So we'll just go and have a little look around and see what we can see in the fights here. This is where I like it. I love being annoying. You're like super annoying. You'll see every time I poke my head out here and start killing their Imperial Arquebutus, he's got to move them away, and he moves them away, and then I'm like, okay, pull the men back, and then I'm just spying it, and when he moves them back, we just do exactly the same thing again, and it must be so annoying to have this it's not that all of them are getting wiped, it's just like I'm slowly tickling away at them. And here, unfortunately, will be the spell of the end of my halberdiers. It wasn't the finest hour. Although it was nice to see paladins can pull in sort of a good charge through them now. So, yeah. Not a great start. This wasn't a game that I thought I would be making a video out of. But then we get to my my lovely shield maidens, and that's the rest of the game is with the shield maidens. We managed to keep those for the entire game, and it ends up being being a really nice one. The only issue I've got with short bow at the moment is I don't have a way to get up because I'm taking throw bowler and stunning shot. The way I'm currently set up, I don't have rolling escape. And here we go. We're gonna see if we can make anybody move their guns away. Just gotta watch out I don't get myself killed. Just really hugging that corner, letting that steel shot come on cooldown, and they've moved them back again, saving many of my team's lives. That is team play to the finest. And now we're gonna go to the old supply point and get our next unit that is the one we stick with for the rest of the game. So let's get into the unit. So after that terrible showing from the halberdiers, normally do a bit better with those, but after the terrible showing with them, we move on to the ladies of the hour, the shield maidens. And obviously everyone knows shield maidens are great. But I never had much luck on my dual blade with them because I guess on the dual blades I'm moving back and forward quite a lot. That is potentially making the shield maidens put their back to the enemy. So I don't know what it was, but I never really got on that well with them. Sort of post of the last nerf, whether they sort of brought them a little bit more into line. But anyway, let's look at the doctrines. And I have some beefy doctrines in here. Really, really beefy. So the first one, I'm not even sure where we got it from, but it's like one of the best doctrines in the game. I haven't seen many better. That's, yeah, really, really nice. So that's my damage, 200 health, and then 90 to all damaging stats. That's great for shield maidens. Then we just got this epic spear doctrine, but it 100 defense points to each individual defense. And then we got this big one, awareness 3 doctrine, reduces damage taken from cavalry charges by 400. And this is the big thing. Reduces damage taken from the rear by 15%. Very nice. Then we just got a 250 block and increase block recovery by 200%. And then this one I put on very recently, 300 block and then reduce damage taken by 60. So pretty beefy. I'm waiting till I get a better version of this first aid doctrine here, because I like the idea that they reduce damage, and I'll remove one of these. I don't really know yet what I'll do, which one I'll do, but yeah, I like the idea that if a maul comes in and slaps them and breaks them, they're sort of blocked down. Yeah, they potentially get 15% reduced damage. That would be very nice. Let's have a look at the Vectrancy line. Obviously, bottom line, sort of the only way to go. I have seen someone go top line. It was interesting that also it's like blunt penetration up here. So it was interesting. But yeah, bottom line for these. And that's it. Let's get them out. And here we go. As I said in the clip where we were just looking at the my shield maidens, I never really got on that well with them with my dual blades, and I do put it down to the fact that I'm bobbing and weaving quite a lot, especially with the way that on dual blades you throw and then you kind of dodge backwards, and then I think that made the shield maidens do a weird sort of dance. Now this would have been a mistake if I'm glad I pulled away from that, because I would have lost half my shield maidens there, and it would have been a disaster. So I'm gonna try. I'm being a bit precious with them at this point in time. I just didn't think it was worth losing them on the stairs. And now we're just sort of, well, one of our teammates gets the YOLO cav in behind, and I see up here a shit ton of archers and nothing that can stop me. And on shortbow, my main thing to do with this when I've got shield maidens is I just throw bowler someone, just throw bowler them, and you'll find that you knock them over and your shield maidens just eat them for you. So it's very easy, 0 skill, but it's a lot of fun to do. It's sort of the way the shortbow is doing such terrible damage at the moment. Throw bowler and in they come, and he's dead. Oh, I love it. I love it. And we're already up to 95 kills. That's pretty something. I'm going to try and avoid the jab throw. Go in here, and there's a fellow little shortbow there that actually gets me with the throw bowler, but he forgets that shield maidens just, you know, eat And there's me missing every shot, but the shield maidens cover it for me, so not a problem. Not a problem. It's, yeah, I mean, when I know I'm a shield maidens, then I've obviously got to get kills, but if you see me trying to do damage as a short bow to like mauls or long swords, short swords, oh my god, it is the lowest damage I've ever seen, even up close. So it just feels better to just, like, section yourself with units that do cover commander. I used the big shields in a game, had the Imperial Spears, really good for short bow. You just keep them next to you, it's just and then you just shoot through the shields, provided they don't swamp you. It's pretty good. And then shield maidens are working very well. I actually looked, we'll probably do a video on it eventually, but I've been sorting out my men at arms, and their cover commander seems to work pretty well with short bow as well. So I'm sort of making a one of those sort of war bands that is all cover commander for short bow. So anyway, they are stacking up on the stairs, and they've got a few range there that I'm like, okay, I don't want to put my shield maidens out in too much danger, but if I slice the pie and sort of look around this corner here, and slice this corner, I might just be able to tickle them and make them move their troops. So we actually start hitting quite a lot here. It's all about that steel shot. The steel shot goes through 2 targets, I believe it is, and really makes a difference when it comes to killing anything. It's whenever you see me hit like 3,000, that's the steel shot. I'm currently running, by the way, attribute-wise, I've got about 10 points in strength, because my weapon doesn't have any piercing penetration on it, and then I have the rest all on agility. And my weapon, my bow, my short bow has 280 piercing damage, no piercing pen, but then it also has 13 agility. So it's got a lot. It's got a very decent amount of piercing damage. It's just I'm lacking the piercing pen. So that's why we went for a bit of strength. But once we do manage to roll ourselves some better piercing pen, maybe 300 of it, then I'll get rid of the strength, and yeah, we'll go full piercing. There we go. We just pick up someone from a distance there. Now I'm getting a bit worried because the YOLO cav's coming in, and I was waiting for this just to annihilate me. Must say, very pleased to hear of the nerf to this YOLO cav at the current point of this video. If anyone's watching this in the future, YOLO cav, yeah, they were insane, like to a ridiculous degree. So now we're just frontline fighting, moving a little bit too much, but it's fine. We've got about, what, 16 of the girls left. And now I'm just using them as my personal guard, and we're probably going to head back for a nice little heal now, trying to keep them as long as possible, because I was having a really good time with them. So back to supply point for a quick bit of healing. As I said, I was being very tentative with them. I mean, it's interesting because I do have YOLO Cav as the next unit, but I was having kind of a lot of fun just having these girls be my bodyguard and yeah, and sort of picking up kills with them. I don't even know how many kills we're at the moment. But we're going to head up here and sort of see what we can sort out up at the top here. I think there's some archers up here and some janissaries and 2 heroes. So we're going to throw bowler him. He's going to pop his iron sides. I'm going to get knocked down. That's really bad for me because I don't have any way of getting out of that. You can hear me slamming my keys, trying to get up because that helps everybody. Hit him with a dead hornets thing. Angry hornets, that's the one. And now we're going to hit this guy up close, and it's another one down. You just roam around with this, staggering people, stunning people, and like, well, you know what? They've got a few archers over here. Why not? Why not? A little. Let's eat these. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Picking up all the kills. Beautifully done. So we're at 170 kills now, coming into the last 48 seconds. Now this is my just sort of trying to pick up as many kills as possible. I know these are peasants, but these are probably some of the last stuff on the field. But fortunately they charge away, so we'll take the hero instead. Throw bowler. shield maidens pick it up. And now back down the stairs. No peasants left for me there. I probably should have gone out the front gates. I don't know why I came down this way. But yeah, you can see me panicking because I'm like, I just want to get the last bit of the last dregs of units available. And I see some Imperial jabs over there. We're going to see if we can come behind them and take them out. No dismount on horse, and unfortunately I don't think my girls get here in time to actually pick up any more kills. Oh no, we get one. And that was that. It was actually really, really enjoyable, and everything was down to the shield maidens, I believe, if we go to the units. Yeah, 4 heroes and 115 unit kills, and everything else 0. There was a really nice showing from them. It's the first time in a while that I've had a good game with them. And then I came second, 7 heroes, 0 deaths, and 176 unit kills. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.